Everybody has their own natural character. So what you do is you try to find how they normally act and amplify it through one of the larger-than-life characters that we portray in front of the crowd.
I don't think you can ever perfect it. I mean, you can be good, you can be top of the mountain, but there's still a little bit more to climb. There's still a little more to learn. A lot of people in the business will say that my character is just me with the volume turned way up. I think that applies to me. I think that applies to a lot of people. It's much, much better to find something in yourself and your character, because it's very difficult to play something totally against your type.
Everybody has their own natural character. So what you do is you try to find how they normally act and amplify it through one of the larger-than-life characters that we portray in front of the crowd. So one of the things we'll do is look at how they act, the way they talk, the way they move, and try to develop a character that brings those aspects out. So one of the things that we do when we build a storyline is you want a storyline that flows with those characters. You always have good guys and bad guys. You have to figure out who's going to be the underdog, who's going to be sneaky, things like that. So you always have characters who, some always want to do the right thing, some are only looking to do what's going to help themselves out.
You know, you sit around Springfield enough, you get bored. You need something to do. And this was just kind of our way of branching out and doing our own thing.
Well, initially I get a few laughs. A lot of people talk about how they loved it when they were a kid but haven't watched it in forever. They ask me how much money I make, which is zero, by the way. This is all for love. This is all for fun. They want to know if you're a good guy or a bad guy. They want to know if you're a champion, things like that. And you just have to take into account that you're talking to them about an experience that they probably have not had, that they really don't know much about. You need to be real congenial about that.
Well, I've always considered wrestling the theater of the absurd, in a sense. When you're doing a play in front of a crowd, they're going to clap at the end and they may laugh if something's funny, but for the most part, they're just kind of watching. Whereas opposed in wrestling, when you're out in front of the crowd, you're trying to get them to scream or to yell or to boo or to clap or cheer or whatever. And so being a fan at a wrestling show, you're actually part of the show.
But when you put something together and the crowd is genuinely reacting the way that you would have expected them to, and you're drawing on all that energy, whether you're getting the cheers or you're getting the boos that you wanted, that there's just nothing quite like it. You can literally hold people in the palm of your hands and make them react how you want to.
Aren't you a little small to wrestle? And I go, no. And they go, what, don't I have weight classes? And I go, there's no weight class. You know, it's come on out and I'll show you how I wrestle.
I'm way too smart for that.
You know, they'll come out to a show and they'll be like, wow, that was good, and you know, they'll point out other guys that they liked, and you know, we're a good group of guys. You know, we may not be the best in shape, but you can't deny talent.
So basically, the ring announcer introduces you, but then it's up to you to tell the story that you want each and every single night. You've got to get it done every time you go out there, and that's always a challenge, and it's always rewarding when you get that done.
Actually, it's funny, the main reason I got involved is because I had a fear of public speaking. And so I really wanted something that kind of forced me to get out in front of people and to talk and to act. And just kind of break out of my shell. So that was the main reason I got into it. When you just kind of put yourself in the situation where you're forced to stand in front of 300, 400 people, you know, and I have to get them yelling at me, I have to get them mad at me, I have to get them throwing things at me. You know, it was just part of me trying to develop my own character.
I don't think you can ever perfect it. There's no way to be. I mean, you can be good. You can be top of the mountain, but there's still a little bit more to climb. There's still a little more to learn.
It came to a point for us, and hopefully it'll come to a point for some more people, where it just got to the point where complaining isn't enough anymore. Just get out there, find what you love, and go do it. You know, crash or burn, or rise and fly. Either way, you're going to be rewarded for it. There's been several times here where I thought we were done for one reason or another, and it looked like we weren't going to continue more than a couple of months at a time. And I never had any regrets about it, even at the down times, because I knew no matter what happens to this place, it gave me something. If would it have been 6 months, I still would have treasured it. It's been 6 years, and I'm a better man for it. But if it comes to the point where all you're sitting around doing is complaining anymore, stop it. Just figure out what you want done and go out and do it.